Hi fellow agents, today I'm going to walk you over how to use your dashboard a bit more effectively, and for this I will be addressing about 7 steps that are or 7 important pointers that are really important for you to understand how you can make your chat process much more efficient. So let's begin by understanding the dashboard a bit more. Now if you maneuver at the bottom, you'll be able to see your name at the green and you'll see that you're an agent. So you'll see this little green icon which is not completely filled, the circle. So since it's half filled, it basically means that the agent is online but is not accepting any chats. And as soon as the agent turns this cursor, slides this, it becomes completely green. That means the agent is online and as well as accepting chats. Obviously, if the agent is not on this platform, this will not be green at all. It means that the agent is offline. It's simple to understand. So understanding this, now let's move on to our chat section. So moving on to our live chat, we will cover about 7 pointers that are really important for us to understand. So moving on, let's begin with the first one. So first one is I'll be walking you over the status of a chat. Now this is one window that is open, one chat that's open. Now in this case, let's assume that the user will text us, will first message us. There you go. The user has responded, the user has messaged us, and now we as an agent can respond back by asking off simply Now this is what you send as an agent. You're responding to whatever the customer has sent, and now you can see that this chat is actually open. That's the current status of the chat if it being open. Now moving on, there are about 5 sections of how you can decide the status of a chat. So that is open, waiting on me, waiting on user, queued chat, or if it's closed. Right. So we've had a conversation with the user and the user was asked what they want to know about, and the user said they want to know more about customer support. Now imagine that you're supposed to retrieve some sort of information to reply back to the customer on the basis of what they want to know about customer support. Like I explained, in this scenario, the agent is yet to respond to the user. So in that case, I can simply, if I need to retrieve some sort of documents or some sort of specific information to reply back to the customer, I can easily change the status from open by going over here and changing it to waiting on me. Waiting on me in this case is waiting on the agent, that is the user or the customer needs to wait. Will be given a comment with which they'll know that they have to wait for the agent to respond. So initially, we used to not have this option of waiting on me or waiting on user, and the chat would be closed within about 5 to 10 minutes of unresponsiveness. So now, since we have this feature, you can easily specify if the user has to wait for the agent or if the agent is waiting for the user. On that basis, the chat will be continued from where it was left off at the beginning. So moving on to this, now we have waiting on user. So we'll add in a comment. We'll add a comment that will make the customer understand that why they're waiting, for what reason is the agent making them wait, so that the customer understands that he or she needs to wait and wait for a message that is to be received by the agent. So add a comment. Let's say it's this. Now you can see that here the status has been changed to waiting on me. That is, and I've also added a comment that says fetching the required information for you. That is, fetching the required information on the basis of customer support. Now, let's say I will reply back with the required information for customer support. So now imagine that whatever required documents or whatever required link, the agent was able to retrieve that, and he or she will be pasting that or will be copying those necessary details into the conversation. So let's say this is a link that I want to share with the user, and once I hit enter, you can see how with the beep you can understand that how the status was changed from waiting on me to the status was now changed to open. You can easily see that happen because after the agent responded, since it was waiting on me, that is, it was waiting on the agent, as soon as you saw that the agent responded, the status was changed to open. So it's no longer waiting on the agent. Now moving on, let's say the user will respond now. Now let's assume that in this scenario, you're just assuming that the user will take some time to reply back with the required information. It could be anything. The agent could be asking for a certain set of documents or a certain set of statement that is to be given back. But in this case, since we're assuming this, we can also change the status now to waiting on user, assuming that the user will take certain time to respond back with the email ID and the phone number. So from open status, now I'll change it to waiting on user, and then I can add a comment. Now you can see that this status has been changed now. It was initially open and now it has been changed to waiting on user. That is, you're waiting for the user to send the details, that is the phone number as well as the email ID. Now here, these are the parameters that you need to consider on the basis of the user that you're conversing with. You can always make changes to these on the basis of, you can edit the name of the user, you can add some notes that will help you in remembering it better, or you can enter the email or the phone number, in this case whatever he or she fed in, for you to be able to remember that for future reference. Also, you can add certain tags that will help you when you're making the advanced search in searching for a certain set of conversations. It'll help you to quickly filter out whatever you're searching for. So in that case, if this conversation is on the basis of, let's say, it's a testing tag, right? So this is the tag that you've added. Now if you want to search for what it falls under, go to this tab and search under advanced tag, and you can search for testing tag and you can click on apply. So in that case, since this falls under the purview of testing tag, this is the chat that you will first be able to view on that case. Now again, moving to assign to me. Now this is how you change the tags, and this is how you change any sort of name. We can change the name to Anush and we hit save. Similarly, if in any case, in any situation, if the user is bombarding you with a lot of questions, with a lot of chats, a lot of messages, in that case, you can easily block the user by clicking on this sign right over here. You can click here and you can ban Anush. In this case, you can just click on ban and the user will be debarred from sending any further messages. Now, the last status in this scenario would be that of a queued chat. So in this case, queued chat will basically be shown when an agent gets another conversation into their chain, when they're already conversing with the user. And in that case, they'll be able to view the further chats into their queue. So maybe they'll have about 2 to 3 more chats they'll have to attend to after they're done with responding to the current user. And that is what you'll be able to witness within the queued option. But moving on to this, we're not in this, we're under assign to me currently. So you'll be conversing with the user that you're talking to currently. Now, if you want to close the chat, all you have to do is go to open and click on closed. And add a comment, you can say, thank you for chatting. This could be something that you generally send, or this could also be something that you send as a conversation, or this could be a general comment that you usually send once you close in the chat. So you click on OK, and you can see that the status from open has been changed to closed. That is, thank you for chatting, and it will say see you soon. And this is the entire run through of this, 7 important pointers that you need to know when you're running through the dashboard. This will help you make your process much more faster and efficient, and it will be completely hassle free if you follow all these pointers. Thank you.